Hello and welcome to the turn 14 of the mission, Early Christianity from the Crucifixion to the Crusades by White Dog Games. We're coming to the end of the age of Constantine. This is probably our last good turn. Everything starts to fall apart from now on, I'm sure. So let's make it count, shall we? We have another Greek theologian, Leo the Great. Wonderful. And he's in A and E. So Egypt or Western Europe. But we also have another council. Boo hiss. Right, so we'll need to firstly work on that. So let's do our council. And it's Donatus now. Where is it for? Well, we have 3 left, don't we? We have the Armenian area. We have just the North African. So actually, we've got 4 out of 6. So if we do a 1 to 3 here, and we'll do a 4 to 6 here, and it's the African area is Donatist. So now we have to resolve the council to see if we accept them or not. So we don't want more than a 2. Very likely, of course. A 3, so they are excommunicated. So our 7 in charge moves to a schism, and we lose their money. Not great, but somewhat inevitable, I suppose. But that's our Ecumenical Council, so that's our history phase. Secular phase, a wafer for us to use. 4, very nice. That's some 4. We kept the 5 because of our monastery. So we're on to 6, and then we have only 4 paths remaining, but that does take us up to a rather grand 10 solidus for the turn. So yeah, we are making the most of it, at the moment anyway. Flip it over, what do we get? We get a heresy, of course, always welcome, not. And we have some more Manichaeans, and they are going to be where? Path 1, 6. So path 1 is here. 6 is actually, brilliant. Not even in the Roman Empire, so we can't even get the Christian emperor onto them. Well, that kind of buggered up Ireland, didn't it? Lovely. Well done. Thanks, Manichaeans. Maybe we were just, we were persuasive, but not quite in the right ways. Right. Let's get rid of our wafer. I'm quite happy to see the back of that. And let's move on to our religious phase with our a lot of money here. So, great theologian we have our Bibles, and we want to focus a little bit on infrastructure here as well. We've got most of our archbishops. We've lost this branch as well. So it kind of begs the question, is it worth doing much over here? We can use the emperor to deal with the Montanists. It's within the Roman Empire, so with nothing whatever else to do with them, let's do that. And we'll remove the Montanists and stick our Dark Ages up another point. We can still do conversions and stuff. The downside is the solidus, of course, and then also that if we wanted to protect a space with solidus as opposed to a Bible or anything else, any other counter like a university, we'd have to normally have to pay 1 solidus per space. Actually, we now have to pay 2 on these spaces, but that's not relevant really at the moment. Okay, so let's do a conversion here anyway. So it's 1, and it's a +1 on the dice, and we need greater than a 2. Yeah, we get that. Do I want to do much here? I think it's kind of on a hiding tail. I think that could be a big waste of money there, working on that. Though the physicians are useful. Let's move the bishop back to here for 1, and then we'll do the conversion here. Greater than a 2. 2 +1 for the bishop. A 3 is good enough. And we have a Oh, we have a hospital possibility here. Now that's interesting because it's very close to the end of the track. That is definitely interesting. I just want to do some analysis here of the hordes that are going to come in. So we have some Aryan Saxons, we have the Khazars, we have the Bulgars, have the Vandals, and we have the Turks. So Himyar in Egypt, they are tolerant. Khazars are not, they're on C. Bulgars are not, they're on B. These can be converted, but just initially. The Turks are not either. Vandals are, that's North Africa, and then Saxons are not, they're Aryan. So, we don't need to worry about universities in North Africa, in Egypt, sorry, or North Africa. So that's taken care of. The other ones we do have to worry about it. A hospital would be nice there, because the Saxons may come barreling out. So with 8, we could do 2 discount. 2 discount. And so I think, seeing as that's a 3, very good, I think we'll build a university there for 3. And should we build a university here, or maybe that hospital, or maybe even a monastery here? Well, we don't really have many other spaces. We can't use these spaces now for a monastery because we can only have 1 infrastructure per track. We haven't got very much going on here, have we? There's no discounts here, which is a shame. We only have a university here, which is not that useful. And here we have no discounts. So we're kind of stuck with this track, really. So what do we do here? Hospital, maybe? Possibly hospital. The one thing that does happen is that this Christian Rome market disappears when the barbarians arrive. So yes, I think we will do a hospital there. So 1, 2, 3, build a hospital. Now this is a defensive unit, but it survives. It hasn't got a V on it, so it doesn't get removed if it gets beaten. Let's do that. Leaves us with 2. We can save 1. Probably worth saving 1 at the moment. Is there anywhere else that we want to do anything? Probably a bit late to go over here and try for that. With our although the Vandals again are tolerant. Yeah, go on then, we'll move forward for 1. Let's see what's there. Slaves for 3. It is a 3. And I suspect that's actually the most valuable spot on the whole track. Okay. So we'd like to keep that. Maybe the spot for a university, but it would be an expensive one. Let's go for the conversion anyway. And it's a 3. Yep, and we get a +1 for the bishop. No, it's a failure. Oh, well, we still have, is it Leo here? A and E. Not sure he's got a lot to do on E. A is interesting though. Or we could reduce the Dark Ages marker. I've just realised I played this heresy wrong. So this should have gone to here. That's actually spot 7. Not 6, so we'll have to wind all this back. The physicians are under the Manichaeans, so, and the martyrs are not. So let's retrieve that hospital. 3 solidus back and not place that. Now we did run a conversion here on the physicians, which succeeded, and we also paid for the bishop to go back. So I'm going to claim those 2 back just to repair all this and decide what I'm going to do over here. I don't really want to deal with the Manichaeans, although they are in Christian Europe now, so maybe I could sit on them next turn, assuming that the Saxons don't barrel in. I did do a conversion which I rolled a 2, went to a 3 for the physicians, so I'll assume I would have done this with the martyrs and failed, and then I will do it again and turn that, try that up with a +1, and a 2 that fails as well. Again, it's a very, very nice tile. Just flipping it over, it stays a 4 as well, so it would be great to preserve that. So I will go again. Three plus 1, 4, still not good enough. Let's keep going. It's turning out to be a very good, there we go, right. So we do have the martyrs, and they are a defence unit. That's great. Back to 1 solidus, and we'll save that. So that's all done. And maybe we can do the persecution there. What do we need to do with our Bibles? Not a lot, really. And we'll save the solidus, and that'll be us for the turn. So join me for turn 15, in which everything changes for the new era, which is known as the Fall of Rome. That's going to be something. Right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.